Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what this is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, man. So this King Von situation, man, very sad that it took place this weekend. And hate to keep harboring on it, but man, we got some new details that were released, man. Now, from what we know from what King Von's manager said on when he was talking to other folks and he said his part outside in the media or whatnot. And dude was talking about the whole altercation, and he pretty much confirmed that it was Quando Rondo and King Von that was fighting. Even though we were saying alleged in the beginning, we just know that that was the original altercation that led to the shooting or whatnot. And a new video has surfaced, and it shows a whole nother angle of the fight. And it shows, King Von basically getting it in. Now, before we get into all that in the specifics, do me a favor, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now, from the first video that we ever saw, we seen King Von pretty much slightly putting the beats on somebody and giving somebody them hands. And we saw the aftermath of the shooting. And just like King Von's manager said with academics, it was a split second and then it was on and it was over just like that, man. You see King Von hanging on to somebody's shirt or whatnot, and you really don't see how things got to kick off, but you do see slightly him throwing those hands. But in this new video, in this new angle that was released, you can see all of that. You see King Von pretty much kicking it off. You see where they first start mixing it up, and it starts off as a one-on-one, a fair one. So it was a fair one. Everybody was saying somebody got jumped, that Quando Rondo got jumped, but nah, it started off as a fair one, and it looked like it maintained a fair one, and nobody really started jumping on him. Now you can see the dude come from around the car and pretty much try to put it into it or whatever, because it looks like Quando Rondo's getting jumped. But I think that was the biggest mistake he could have ever made, because it was legitimately a fair one to begin with. Now, man, let's show the video. All right, so now as you can see, we're looking at a totally different angle this time. We're on the opposite end of the car or whatnot. And you see King Von there in the all white right there, boom, and he lets it off, man. They getting it going, man, and mixing it up. Now you see Buddy come from behind the car, and now everybody spreads out. You see it, man. That right there. And everybody dips. Now you can't see further in the street, but the other video shows more of the street. But let's look at it again. And you see, man, and it looked like Quando Rondo, allegedly, if that's Quando Rondo, was standing his ground and let it be known that he wasn't scared. So then they get to mixing, and you see they both throwing. Now his homeboys are rushing in there, but you see Buddy come from behind that car again, man, on the other side of the SUV, and he could. It looks like Quando's getting jumped, but man, it was legit a fair one, man. It was legit a fair one, and man, he probably could have, man, he could have stalled out and not have to do that, man, which is crazy, man. Now, all this is alleged, and I ain't convicted nobody or saying anybody did anything for a fact. But from this new video angle, man, you definitely see something totally different. And you could see actually where allegedly Lil Tim or whoever went around the car and would have thought that Quando was getting jumped, because he was definitely by his lonely. Like, he was the only one in black. So it was easy to distinguish that it was just him by himself. But he was mixing it up, and you could tell that he was getting into, he stood his ground and everything, and they were both just barking on each other, and then they went to, Von, he took off on him. So